If you want to examine embryonal connective tissue, specifically the mesenchymal type, you can use any embryo tissue section of either the pig or the chick. In this case, this is a 10 millimeter pig embryo sagittal section. So basically, mesenchymal connective tissue is this part and this part. It is actually the precursor of almost all other types of tissue. So even here, this is all mesenchymal connective tissue. So you can just focus anywhere except this area, which is your umbilicus. In this case, in the umbilicus, it is not the mesenchymal connective tissue. Instead, it is your um, mucoid embryonal connective tissue. Depending on the slide that you got, some sections would have the umbilicus attached and some would not. So it depends. Otherwise, if you want to examine mucoid connective tissue, you can also use a section of the umbilical cord, a separate section. Okay, so let's try to use a higher magnification for the mesenchymal embryonal connective tissue. Let's use the highest magnification that you can use, 400x. Okay, so you can see that mesenchymal cells here, here are stellate in shape or star shape because of the cellular processes. Also, if you use the fine adjustment knob, you can see some very fine strands of pink collagen fibers. So again, these are your mesenchymal cells, and then in between them would be your ground substance, a gelatinous material, which forms your extracellular matrix for this tissue. If we are going to compare this with the mucoid tissue, so let's zoom out. Let's go to the umbilical part here. You can see that this time the cells have become somewhat spindle-shaped or flattened in shape. This time the cells are a mixture of mesenchymal cells as well as fibroblasts. So some references would say that the fibroblasts will be the flattened ones, while the more plump and stellate-shaped ones will be your mesenchymal cells. But actually, it's very difficult to differentiate the two. And then you can also see your fine collagen fibers in your mucoid connective tissue. And of course, you still have your ground substance as represented by the white spaces in between. Okay, so this mucoid tissue is also called your Wharton's jelly.